velocity upon with time.
Yes, changes in velocity per unit time, that is called acceleration. Or we can say rate of change of velocity per unit time. Okay, that is acceleration. And in non-uniform motion, acceleration is what kind of quantity? Whether it is scalar or vector quantity. Acceleration when we
Unequal.
Acceleration when we are defining it as a change in the velocity per unit time. That is range of change of velocity per unit time in non-uniform motion. So acceleration is whether a scalar quantity or vector quantity.
Vector quantity.
It is a vector quantity. Now, what is the formula of acceleration when it will become zero? In what type of motion? It will become zero. Yes. What type of motion acceleration becomes zero? Whether it is uniform or it is non-uniform?
Uniform.
Uniform. Very good. Yes. In uniform motion, acceleration will be zero. And we have written the formula A equal to V minus.
Yes, ma'am. Because the equal amount.
Yes. What is its formula? A equal to?
Ma'am, in uniform motion.
Yes.
Final velocity minus initial velocity upon with time taken.
Yes. Final velocity minus initial velocity and then divided by time. That is the formula of acceleration. Acceleration के formula को जब हम लोग लिखते हैं, we are going to simply write that A equal to V minus U divided by T. And what is the SI unit of acceleration? What is the SI unit of acceleration?
Meter per second.
Meter per second square. It is meter per second square. Okay. How we are going to write it? We are going to write it in this way. That is meter per second square in this way. Okay. Meter per second square. That is written as its unit, SI unit of acceleration. That is meter per second square. Now, what is accelerated motion? Accelerated motion, when we say, that day I already explained to you what is positive acceleration and what is negative acceleration. So what is called accelerated motion?
Accelerated motion.
Accelerated motion, yes, anyone? See, when the velocity of a body increases, जब velocity increase करेगा, when the velocity of a body increases with time, it is called accelerated motion. जब वेलोसिटी जो है बॉडी का इंक्रीज करेगा टाइम के अनुसार, तो हम लोग उसको कहते हैं एक्सीलरेटेड मोशन. द एक्सीलरेशन विल बी देन पॉजिटिव. तब क्या है, कैसा एक्सीलरेशन होगा? इट विल बी पॉजिटिव इफ इट इज इन द डायरेक्शन ऑफ वेलोसिटी, एंड इट इज when it is called retarded motion when the velocity of a body decreases with time. So two words here we are using, accelerated motion, and another one is called retarded motion. Okay, accelerated motion and retarded motion. So how we are going to define accelerated motion? When the velocity of a body increase with yes, it is called accelerated motion. And when the velocity of body decreases with time, it is called retarded motion, or the value of acceleration will be then negative. The value क्या हो जाएगा उसका? Negative हो जाएगा. So that is the two words which we people are using here. Next one is, what is uniform acceleration? What is uniform acceleration? Yes, anyone? What is
a body has?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. A body is said to be a uniform motion, uniform acceleration if it travels in a straight line and its velocity increases by equal amount in the equal interval of the time.
Yes, very good. Yes, that is the correct definition of uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration का ये correct definition है that when an object travel in a straight line, अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट जो है स्ट्रेट लाइन में ट्रैवल करता है, and if its velocity increases or decreases by equal amount in equal interval of time, velocity increase करे या decrease करे equal amount में, ठीक है, So what we are going to say that when an object travel in a straight line and if its velocity increases or decreases by equal amount in equal interval of time, then the acceleration of object is said to be uniform acceleration. तो अब कैसा acceleration उसको बोलेंगे? Uniform acceleration बोलेंगे. ठीक है? The
Yes, ma'am.
motion of freely falling body is an example of uniform acceleration. Now, next one, what is non-uniform acceleration? Non-uniform acceleration
Yes,
किसको
ma'am.
कहेंगे?
If its velocity increases by an equal amount of in equal interval of time.
Yeah, anyone else? और कोई बताओ? C is right, but anyone else? See, if the velocity changes at a non-uniform rate, we are talking about non-uniform acceleration. So if the velocity changes at a non-uniform rate, it is called non-uniform acceleration. That is, if the velocity of body increase or decrease by unequal amount in equal interval of time. Okay, here time we are taking equal interval and the velocity either it is increasing or decreasing by unequal amount, then we will say that the motion that will be non-uniform acceleration. वो जो है non-uniform acceleration होगा. ठीक है? तो 4 terms we people have discussed what is acceleration, what is accelerated and retarded motion, uniform acceleration and non-uniform acceleration. ये चारों points जो हैं हमने discuss किए. Now next one is if we are using if we are preparing a graph, okay, so we prepare graph for to make the things easier, okay, to know. If it will make convenient for us to know about the events, that's why we people prepare graph. So 2-3 graphs are given in your book, that is distance time graph, or we can say displacement distance time graph is given there, then velocity time graph that is also given. So we people have discussed what is the nature of distance time graph for uniform motion of an object. Object क्या है? Uniform motion में है. So what is the nature of the distance time graph? Yes,
Ma'am,
Straight.
first it
Ma'am,
is
straight
moving
line.
in uniform speed and then it is always straight line.
first it is.
Ma'am,
See,
It is
we are talking
moving at
about uniform motion.
speed.
We are talking about that the it is in uniform motion. So when the object is in uniform motion, what is the nature of distance
Then it is-
time graph? It will
Yes,
be
ma'am.
a
It is always a straight line.
it will be a straight line. Very good. So if we are representing that graph, we will simply represent it like this. We are making it like this. This is a straight line. Okay, this is representing uniform motion. Okay. Similarly, if I am asking that what is the nature of distance time graph if we take non-uniform motion of an object, non-uniform motion. Yes,
It will be curved shape,
it will be
like a curve.
it will be a curve, that is non-uniform motion. How we can draw it? We can simply draw it in this way. It will be somewhat like this. It is non-uniform. Okay, this is regarding the distance time graph we people are talking about. Now next question is, अगला जो question है उसको हम लोग acceleration से ले रहे हैं. ठीक है? See, a car is traveling with a speed of 20 km/h and coming to rest in 0.5 hours. Now, what will be the value of the retardation? Here we have to calculate the negative acceleration. Okay, so question is, a car is traveling with a speed of 20 km/h and coming to rest in 0.5 hours. How we are going to calculate it? Yes. What is the final velocity? The speed is given 20 km/h. Okay, and it is coming into rest. Once it come into rest, then what will be the final velocity? Tell me how you are going to calculate it. कैसे calculate करोगे बताओ? or I am going to write the
Yeah, ma'am.
question को
मैम
बोल.
क्या
I am talking
मैम
that a car is traveling with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour. कार का speed हम लोग कितना ले रहे हैं? 20
20 किलोमीटर पर आवर
Okay. And this car is coming into rest. Okay, it is a वो travel करने के बाद इसका speed कैसा है? 20 किलोमीटर पर आवर है. लेकिन once it come into rest, when it is coming into rest, the time is given 0.5 hour. Now, what is the value of acceleration? That is
0.5
retardation, we can say. It is
yes.
here negative we are going to get. So how you people are going to calculate it? कैसे calculate करोगे? Tell me. One question we people have taken. एक question हमने लिया जिसमें कि हम लोग कह रहे हैं कि कोई कार जो है, a car is traveling with a speed of 20 kilometer per hour. Okay, so what is the final velocity? Final velocity कितना होगा उसका? Once it is coming into rest, what will be the final velocity? Calculate it. करते हैं, ठीक है? So when we are going to calculate acceleration, what is the formula we are using? What is the final velocity? What will be the initial velocity? And what is the time taken? Because we are writing a equal to, हम लोग कैसे लिख रहे हैं? इसको हम लोग ऐसे लिख रहे हैं, a equal to b minus u divided by t. This is our final velocity, this is our initial velocity, and this is the time taken. In this way we are going to calculate the acceleration. So if the speed is given, okay, अगर speed दिया हुआ है तो हम लोग जो है क्या करेंगे? स्पीड दिया हुआ है तो इसमें स्पीड जो है वो किसका दिया हुआ है? कार का. तो जब कार रेस्ट में आ रहा है तो उसका फाइनल वेलोसिटी और इनिशियल वेलोसिटी दोनों को हम लोग नोट डाउन करेंगे, एंड देन वी पीपल कैलकुलेट द एक्सेलरेशन. ओके, टाइम टेकन इज गिवन 0.5 आवर. टाइम टेकन
Actual distance of the path and displacement is the shortest distance between the initial and final position.
ओके, नाउ
And
अनंत
distance is a scalar quantity.
अनंत जो है कुछ बोल रहा है. अनंत प्लीज.
मैम एक पॉइंट वो बता दिए. एक पॉइंट है कि distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. It is shown with direction and magnitude.
What is the difference between Anant, a scalar and vector quantity?
Scalar quantity is always shown with magnitude, and vector quantity is always shown with direction with magnitude.
Yes. Now, can you give example of vector quantities?
Yes, ma'am. Velocity, acceleration, displacement, and
okay. So whenever we are going to indicate both magnitude as well as direction, that is considered as the vector quantity. Okay. So here we are talking about distance or displacement. That is when we are talking about the distance, what kind of quantity distance is?
Scalar quantity.
Scalar quantity.
Scalar quantity.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and displacement
Because it has
is,
a magnitude only.
and displacement is. Now, how we are going to find out average speed?
Average speed
By
total
dividing
distance
total distance by total time.
upon
total distance by total time.
Total distance by total time. So this is the first formula which we people have discussed. Now, if while finding out acceleration, if we are getting a negative number, okay, then what kind of acceleration that is? That is if the final velocity is less than initial velocity, then what kind of acceleration?
Deceleration.
If the final velocity is less than initial velocity, what kind of acceleration it will be?
Retardation.
Retarded, that is called negative acceleration. Retarded acceleration या negative acceleration उसी को कहेंगे. ठीक है, when we are going a negative number. If we are going to get a positive number, it means that is, yes.
Ma'am, Negative acceleration means negative in direction, मतलब opposite in direction.
Deceleration.
Yes, question को carefully सुनो, ठीक है? Question is, a boy travel 5 kilometer towards north, then he turned to right and travel another 5 kilometer before coming to rest. Now you have to calculate the total distance traveled and total displacement. ठीक है? तो how we are going to calculate the total distance? First of all, let us consider the boy who is traveling from the initial position, say 0. This is our 0 position, initial position. Here we are marking north, this one is south, and this one is west, and this one is east. So we are talking about the boy who walked 5 kilometers. Consider this point as 5 kilometers. इसको हम लोग 5 किलोमीटर मान लिए इस point A को. Okay, we are considering this distance from O to A as 5 kilometers. Then he turned to right and again covered another 5 kilometers. This is say point B. Okay, so here also 5 kilometers. Now how we are going to calculate the displacement and distance? कैसे displacement और distance को calculate करेंगे बताओ? Now I think you people understand this one. क्या ये समझ में आया? Question क्या कह रहा है? What the question is saying that the boy he is traveling towards north 5 kilometers. Means boy travel 5 kilometers towards north. Then he turns to right again. He travel 5 kilometers. Okay, right मोड़ने के बाद वो फिर से 5 किलोमीटर जाता है before coming to rest. मतलब ये पोजीशन अगर रेस्ट है, रेस्ट में आने से पहले वो 5 किलोमीटर चल के उसके बाद वो रेस्ट में आता है. ठीक है? तो what will be the distance and displacement? How you are going to calculate? कैसे distance और displacement को calculate करोगे? Yes. Total distance will be what? Total distance क्या हो जाएगा बताओ मुझे? It will be from this point he
10.
started, he reached to this one. Okay, so this is OA, and this one plus from A to B. He again traveled. So this one will be what? What will it be? This one it will be. कितना हो
Distance.
जाएगा ये OA plus AB? That will be
10.
10. Yes, very good. So 5 plus 5 we will do and it will become 10. So that is 10 kilometer. And total displacement, this is 10 kilometer we are talking. Now what will be the total displacement? Total displacement कितना हो जाएगा? So see, so that what we are doing, we are joining these 2 points. हम लोग इन दोनों points को join करेंगे. We are joining these 2 points. Okay, this is. We are joining these 2 points. Now, how we are going to calculate the displacement? What will be total displacement? It will be OB. Total displacement कितना हुआ? OB.
OB.
ठीक है? How we are going to find out? Tell me. Total displacement जो है वो कितना हुआ? कैसे find out करेंगे बताओ?
Final velocity.
Yes, we can write it in this manner. See, we are going to find out this much distance. So what we are going to write? OB square is equal to, okay, it will be OA square plus AB square. It can be written as in this way. See now, whether we can write in this way or not. It is this one A plus AB. ठीक है? दोनों का स्क्वायर जो है OB के स्क्वायर के बराबर होगा. So what we are going to do? We know 5 kilometer and 5 kilometer. So here it will be 5 square. There also 5 square. That will be OB square. So what we are going to get? क्या मिलेगा हम लोगों को? OB square is equal to
50.
what will be the answer? It will be
Ma'am, 50.
50. Yes. So OB square here going to get 50. तो OB को हम लोग स्क्वायर रूट करके निकाल सकते हैं ना? स्क्वायर रूट में अगर 50 को हम लोग डालेंगे then we are going to get the answer that is the total displacement. वो क्या हो गया? Total displacement. So we are going to find out the displacement, that is OB equal to, if OB square we are getting 50, then OB equal to, what we will do? We will put in the square root 50, and the value which we people will get will be 7.07. It will be 7.07 kilometer. That is the displacement. ये displacement है, ठीक है ना? Is it clear to you all? क्या ये clear हुआ?
Yes, ma'am.
What we are saying? We are saying that the boy is starting. He is starting from the initial point 0. He is traveling towards north 5 kilometers. So here we have mentioned point A in the north direction, that this much distance is 5 kilometers. Again we are saying that the boy is moving, turn to his right side, and again he moved 5 kilometers. So this one is 5 kilometers again. So here now they are asking about what is the total distance covered. So total distance will be simply OA plus this AB. We are going to find out the total distance, and total displacement, if we want to know, that will be we are what we are doing, simply joining these 2 points. Okay, and we know that this square is equal to this square plus this square. So this one we are getting this, and we are going to find out the distance OB. OB को निकाल लेंगे. OB is the displacement. OB क्या है? Total displacement है. क्या ये न्यूमेरिकल क्लियर